What's up, guys? In today's video, I will be comparing two parks in the state of PA. Our first contender is Knoebels. Knoebels is a very charming family-owned park in Ellisburg, Pennsylvania. Our second park is the Cedar Fair-owned Dorney Park. Dorney Park is mostly known for their water park, but in this video we are going to be looking at their coasters and park atmosphere. That's not the water park. Sit back, relax, and enjoy Park Battles Episode 3. First, as always, we are going to put the coasters head to head and see who wins this category. Let's start with the kiddie coasters. From Knoebels, we have Cosmos Curves, a very unique kiddie coaster that you will not find anywhere else. Representing Dorney Park, we have Woodstock Express. Woodstock Express is your average run-of-the-mill, whatever the heck that means, Zamperla cloned kiddie coaster. I am going to give this point to Knoebels for not being basic, and they built an in-house, which is really cool. Our second coaster from Dorney is Thunderhawk. Thunderhawk is old. I'm talking almost 100 years old, and it still gives a crazy ride in the back row. Representing Knoebels is Twister. Twister is a unique wooden coaster that features two chain lifts. I'm going to give this point to Dorney Park because what I've ridden, Thunderhawk is an insane beast of ejector. But correct me in the comments, I haven't ridden Twister, but I watched a POV and it doesn't look that fond of airtime. So I'm going to give it this point to Dorney. Our third coaster that we're going to be looking at from Knoebels is Impulse. Impulse reminds me a lot of Fahrenheit from Hershey Park because of the vertical chain lift. I'm not sure if it's beyond vertical descent. It's pretty cool, has a lot of inversions. Cobra roll at the beginning, that's amazing. And yeah. Representing Dorney Park is Hydra. Hydra is a B&M floorless coaster that seems really cool until you ride it. Once you ride it, you're like, oh crap, this thing is actually really good. The JoJo roll just makes you feel like you're going everywhere in your seat. You even feel like you're falling out of your seat at some point. It feels like you're on a flying coaster. This is insane. I'm going to give this point to Dorney Park. Hydra's it's in my top 10 roller coasters that I've ever ridden. It's amazing. And we got a night ride on it. Oh man, that was beautiful. Our fourth coasters battling each other are Steel Force from Dorney and Phoenix from Knoebels. These are two very different roller coasters. Steel Force has a lot of airtime, almost like a B&M Hyper, but it's a Morgan Hyper. Nothing wrong with that. It's a little bit janky. And we're looking at Phoenix from Knoebels. It's a wooden coaster, and it also gives a lot of airtime. Floater and ejector, it looks like, which is really cool. Who doesn't love floater and ejector on the same ride? I'm going to give this point to Knoebels. I know you might say, but Steel Force is crazy. Steel Force is a great ride. Yeah, it's just Steel Force does not give that much airtime. It looks like it has a lot of airtime, but once you're on it, you feel you're just in your seat. The Helix is a little bit intense, but no, Phoenix is just too good. We are now tied 2-2. Representing Knoebels, we have Flying Turns. Representing Dorney Park, we have Talon. Talon is a B&M invert, which is speaks for itself. Talon's better than Great Bear, in my opinion. You won't see that anywhere else. But I just gotten a lot better rides on Talon. That 0G roll is so whippy, and that Edelman gives you so many positive Gs. So, Flying Turns. Oh boy, do we have a lot to talk about. Flying Turns has flying turns, as you can tell. It's not hooked up to the track. It's like you're in a bobsled, weaving back and forth, which is really cool. But unfortunately, I am going to have to put Talon overpowering Flying Turns because Talon's just an amazing ride. So, for Knoebels, we have Black Diamond, which is Dark Ride, which seems really cool. I've watched a POV of it. I know that I've said that a while, but it is a kiddie coaster, which you can only get so much from a kiddie dark ride. So, for Dorney Park, we have representing Wow Mouse. They're both kiddie coasters, which makes it really easy to compare. But I'm gonna do Black Diamond because of so much good theming. And man, it's a Wow Mouse. Like what do you expect? Alright, you might realize that Knoebels is out of coasters. What does this mean? That the one leftover coaster from Dorney Park, Possessed, will get awarded to Dorney Park. Dorney Park wins the coaster category. Alright, guys. So the next category is flat rides. Well, you might be wondering, what's so special about flat rides? Really nothing. It's just determine which park is better for like GP if you want to like get on like a drop tower or something. I know this category is very short, but just the flat rides. And for this winner, I say Dorney Park because Dorney Park has just better high value flat rides because it's a Cedar Fair park. They get investment. Knoebels is a family owned park. So it's kind of hard to get a lot of amazing flat rides like a 103 tower drop tower like there is at Dorney. So Dorney Park wins this category. All right, guys. For the last category, we are just going to do overall park atmosphere. Knoebels is a family-owned park, as I said a lot in this video, which means it's kind of hard to keep up with like the maintenance and stuff of Cedar Fair parks, which unfortunately Dorney is a Cedar Fair park. So I'm going to give this point to Dorney Park. Dorney Park sweeps Knoebels. What should I do for the next park battle? Let me know in the comments. Stay Hershey Park happy.